ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, let's begin. So, first piece of news this week is about Sony and the PlayStation brand and PlayStation 5. So there's some controversy right now surrounding the PlayStation community and Sony's plans for the brand going forward. There seems to be a divide between what PlayStation wants as a company and what PlayStation fans want. So there is some kind of rumor that came out that apparently, and by rumor I say, it's basically confirmed, even though it's not officially, stated by Sony or Naughty Dog yet. Bloomberg report came out. They're usually very, very reliable. That basically there is a new Last of Us remake being developed right now for the PlayStation 5. And this caused some issues because, for those that don't know, The Last of Us came out on PS3. Then it came out on PlayStation 4 in like a remaster. And the PS5 can play PS4 games. And now they're remastering, aka remaking The Last of Us with better graphics, possibly changing some storyline things, and going to be releasing it for the PS5. So a lot of PlayStation fans are like, why are we getting the same game for like 3 generations of systems instead of a new game? And this kind of led to a lot of speculation. A lot of people that used to work at Sony were being interviewed by journalists and gaming, news sites this week, and they were giving their thoughts. But the general consensus between ex-Sony employees and fans is that Sony is really trying hard to become like a huge, kind of like blockbuster company, in the sense that they want to make like the biggest, best games, and they'll keep making that type of game. So Uncharted, that was a huge game. So if Sony could remake, remaster, make TV shows of Uncharted over and over again, the current mentality at the company is that's the right thing to do. That's the thing that will make them the most money. And they're going to keep trying that formula. Same thing for God of War. Same thing for The Last of Us. It won so many awards on the PS3. It was a huge game. They brought it to PS4. Same thing happened. Then Last of Us 2. Same thing happened. And now they're remaking the original game for PlayStation 5. But here's the problem with that. People buy PlayStation systems for the unique games experiences, and fans feel like Sony is focusing too much on bringing past games back to a system that already had or used to have these games. Recently, there's been some controversy that Sony is shutting down the PSP, PlayStation Vita, and PS3 online stores. So basically, it's almost as if Sony is intentionally shutting down some stores with games to only release them in forms of like remasters or remakes just a couple of years later. We've seen it already with like the Ratchet and Clank games, with God of War. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a God of War 3 remaster, another God of War 1 and 2 HD collection. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Uncharted 1 remake. We recently got the Demon Souls remake. So people, especially Sony fans, are starting to notice this and complain about it because Sony, PlayStation systems used to be all about new games, unique experiences, and they would have all types of different games. Like there used to be games from Japan, action game, adventure games, RPGs, that Sony first-party studios would be involved in. But now it seems with the PlayStation 5 and the last few years of the PS4, it seems like Sony is really only trying to make the same game over and over and over, and then remaster and remake it. And I say this as a Sony PlayStation fan myself. I've noticed it, and I'm sure many of you have as well. There's nothing wrong with re-releasing or remaking or remastering games, but what the problem is if that's the only thing they're focusing on. Back on the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, even early PS3 days, Sony would be involved in like all types of games. There would be games like The Legend of Dragoon that Sony would be involved with, a game that they would never ever even touch on the PlayStation 5. If that game was being made right now, Sony wouldn't even tweet about it, wouldn't even post to their Instagram story about it. We would be lucky if the trailer was even posted the day it was supposed to on their YouTube channel. Like, Sony really is only focusing on Santa Monica Studios, Naughty Dog, maybe, what's going on with Ratchet and Clank games, Insomniac, and with their Infamous series, things like this. But it really seems like they're really trying to make, a new Spider-Man game, remaster the old Spider-Man game, more Uncharted, more Last of Us, more God of War. But like, where's the variety? These are all mostly like third-person shooter type games, realistic graphic, action / adventure type games, and there's not much variety in the system like there used to be. So PlayStation fans are concerned about this, complaining, and there's been a lot of debate about this on the internet the last few days. I really, really hope that there's a change at PlayStation, because I don't really want to see Last of Us Remake, Last of Us 2 Remake, God of War 3 Remake, Uncharted 2 Remake, port remaster on PS5. That's not the reason I bought a PlayStation 5. Most of those games are already on PlayStation 4. I owned some of those on PS3 already, and it seems like they're wasting development time just bringing the same game over and over again with enhancements and making you pay basically full price for them. I want new games, I want new things, and I really miss the old PlayStation. I feel like there was a change in leadership in the last few years. Even employees at the company, like Sean Layden, has been very vocal on Twitter with his likes, showing support for fans that were missing him at PlayStation, and how he would try to get lots of unique games ported or talked about. Now it seems like Sony's really trying to be like, only involved with the biggest and most important games. Like, they don't even care if a game doesn't make like, over 6 million like copies sold or something. They don't even want to look at it. And Sony didn't used to always be like this, so it is a little disappointing. And yes, I have been talking about Sony for a long time, but yeah, that's a big issue this week. So a lot of people have been worrying about that. Let me know in the comments how you feel, because apparently this was something that Xbox was also guilty of. People felt that the Xbox One, when it first came out, only focused on like Gears, Forza, Halo, ports, new versions of those games, and like nothing new. There wasn't any new IPs. If there was a new IP, it didn't really sell that well. They would never like talk about that series again or something. So yeah, it seems like as if PlayStation is doing the exact thing Xbox did last gen, whereas Xbox currently is not doing that anymore and is trying to make newer types of games instead of just focusing on their older ones. Next, Outriders came out in the past week. It's had some very big problems. Honestly, a lot of people are very angry at this game. Even though it looks really cool, even though everything about it is pretty awesome, online has been crashing, full of bugs and glitches, matchmaking errors, and people are very upset. Now, this is normal for new games. Outriders is no exception to this rule. When an online game comes out, usually the first week, second week, there's always going to be problems, but there seems to be much more than anticipated with this title. So Outriders is currently going through a pretty rough patch. A lot of people hating on the game solely because they can't even play it most of the time. So hopefully they get that fixed. Outriders does look pretty awesome. I watched some gameplay. Maybe I should check it out on the channel. Let me know what y'all think of Outriders. But yeah, apparently they really need to fix these crashes and bugs that are appearing, because people are getting really upset about them. Next, we got some news about Sonic Colors. Yes, Sonic Colors, that Nintendo Wii Sonic game that a lot of people have maybe forgotten about, is apparently getting remastered. A German voiceover company accidentally listed it in their portfolio, and then some other company listed the game to be sold online for like 39 euros, which is around $40. So it seems like we're going to be getting some kind of Sonic Colors remaster for modern systems announced sometime later this year, so that's kind of cool. Sonic Colors is kind of a underrated Nintendo Wii game. It was pretty good for the time, and I'm sure Sega wants more people to play this game, which is why they're going to try to bring it out on modern systems, because it's basically locked to the Nintendo Wii, so the only way you can play this game is if you had a Wii or a Wii U to play it on. So that's kind of awesome. Let's see. Next, we got some news, which kind of ties into our Sony talk about PlayStation in the beginning here. But Uncharted and Ghost of Tsushima movies, yes, they are making movies on Ghost of Tsushima and Uncharted. We talked about this in previous weeks, but apparently these movies will be on Netflix for streaming after they come out in theaters. So they're going to come out in theaters first, and then you're going to be able to watch the movies on Netflix, which is pretty cool, I guess. I'll definitely watch it in theater, though. But that's nice knowing it'll be on Netflix as well. I guess Sony has some kind of partnership with them. What else do we got here? A Nintendo collector recreated the entire company's first building in very, very good detail. So, for those that don't know, Nintendo is a company that has existed for over like 100 years or something, like even more than that. They are very, very old company. Some people think Nintendo has been around only like 20, 30, 40 years, but no. Nintendo was existing way, 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 way before the last 100 years have gone by. So apparently Nintendo had a very small building when they first started out, and this collector, he built and recreated the original structure. It's not in the same place, but it looks exactly like it. It's almost like a replica building. Pretty small. I'll put a photo up. But that's just crazy how fans will just go for something. I'm sure Nintendo is very happy about this. It would be cool if you could get some recognition from Nintendo. Maybe have some Nintendo employees, go take a tour there or something. I'm sure some people at that company would appreciate a Nintendo fan doing this, because that's insane, recreating a building, like the first small Nintendo building before they became so big. Pretty nice. We got official gameplay from the upcoming Hot Wheels Unleashed game. This is the first gameplay trailer we've gotten for this game. Honestly, it looks okay. I was expecting a little bit more. It looks pretty simple. I like some Hot Wheels games. Some of them are pretty boring, but there are a few really good ones, like Velocity X. I like the Stunt Track Driver Hot Wheels games. So I was hoping for something like that. But it seems like Hot Wheels Unleashed is going for more of the, simple, casual style racing game, which is fine, but the gameplay's pretty cool. Definitely check out the trailer that came out this week. Pokemon Snap has a new trailer showing off 6 minutes of gameplay gameplay that came out this week. I am so excited for this game. I feel like Pokemon Snap is perfect. This like Pokemon Snap game is perfect for ASMR because it's just like a relaxing tour. You take photos, you try to take photos of rare Pokemon and stuff. I mean, that just seems relaxing and ASMR, like inspired almost. Like this, perfect for the channel. So definitely gonna be playing some Pokemon Snap when that comes out. But yeah, there's 6 minutes of gameplay. Go check it out. If you have a Switch, you might want to check this game out because it's pretty relaxing. You know, after playing Fortnite or something, you want something to chill. This is the game that you can just, you know, lay back, chill, try to take some snapshots of Pokemon. It's awesome. It sounds a little boring, but believe me, it's awesome once you get playing it. That's how the old Pokemon Snap was. So let's see, what else do we got here? So we got some interesting theories surrounding Kojima, PlayStation, and Xbox this week. So this game called Abandoned was shown for PlayStation 5 and it got a trailer this week. But fans started noticing some things. This game is made by like a company called Blue Box. They could barely find any information about this company online or people that work for the company. They couldn't find even any other like prior announcements about this game, which is very weird for a game to be in development for a while and have like no info about them or the game or the company. So people started thinking that this could be Hideo Kojima's next game for the PlayStation 5 because he has done this in the past. He's created fake companies to show off a trailer, get people excited, and then boom, hey, you know, surprise everybody like this is my game. So fans were speculating about this, and then the company actually turned out to be real, and it wasn't Hideo Kojima. But people are still kind of theorizing that they could just be lying, it could actually be him. It's kind of crazy. But what we did get from this was some insiders working at Xbox or involved with Xbox people are saying that Hideo Kojima is not working on a PlayStation 5 game. Abandoned is not Hideo Kojima's game, and that he is in fact working on an Xbox exclusive right now. Which also caused some drama with the PlayStation fans, thinking that it would be very strange of Kojima to go to Xbox for the next game. What is going on? And things like this. So Kojima did not debunk any of these rumors. We don't know exactly what's going on with that, but it seems like there is a possibility of Hideo Kojima working on some type of game for Xbox. Or even with PlayStation, everything is so secretive right now, we don't know anything, but there's some interesting things going on, and as far as I can tell, this Abandoned game that got announced is just a really cool looking game on PlayStation 5, and it has no involvement by, you know, Hideo Kojima or anyone else like that. Still kind of a cool looking game though. Definitely check out the Abandoned trailer. The graphics look very, very good. It's a survival game. Looks nice. Next, we got some more details about the upcoming Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We got some gameplay. We got to see some new features included in this Legendary Edition. And honestly, if you've never played a Mass Effect game, I feel like this is the perfect place to jump on. You get to experience like probably like the best versions of these games all in one package, all in one place. So definitely check that out. Diablo 2 Resurrected had an alpha test set for April 9th, so that was yesterday. And it ends on the 12th. So if you were a big Diablo 2 fan, let me know if you got into the alpha test. Apparently only some Blizzard people were able to get into this. But wow, I've been hearing some good things online by people that got in. Diablo 2 is one of the possibly most popular Diablo games. So this kind of resurrected version for PC looks like a good thing. So yeah, that's going on right now, the alpha test for this upcoming Diablo 2 remake. I don't even want to call it a remake, but you know, modern version, modern port of Diablo 2. Diablo 2 Resurrected is in alpha test this week. Let's see what else. What else do we got here? Let's see. Fall Guys is teasing a crossover with the indie character Shovel Knight. Indie game Shovel Knight. If you ever played Shovel Knight, that is an awesome game. So apparently there's going to be some kind of crossover between Fall Guys and Shovel Knight. Maybe Fall Guys will make some kind of appearance in an upcoming Shovel Knight property or game. And Shovel Knight may appear in Fall Guys as a skin, so that's awesome. We got a launch trailer for Star Wars Republic Commando, a game that only some people actually remember. It's a pretty good Star Wars game. I think it's underrated, so very nice to see that. Have a launch trailer this week. Go check it out if you've never heard of Star Wars Republic Commando. I really miss all these Star Wars games that we used to get. It seems like we barely get any anymore. This was a fun one though, so I might actually pick this one up. And last piece of news, Pac-Man 99 has been exclusively announced for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers. So if you have Nintendo Switch with the online subscription service, you're going to be able to download this Pac-Man 99 game for free. And it's basically Battle Royale Pac-Man. Yes, you and like 98 other people battling online to be the last Pac-Man surviving. Pretty crazy. I'll definitely want to play this, maybe even on the channel. So definitely check out the trailer for that. And yeah, that is mostly all the important news for this week. So thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. So long.